Hello, this is Reverend Dr. Tracey, and we're here for our Step 6 chair yoga class. So you want to grab your chair, make sure it's not on any wheels, have your feet flat on the floor. If you prefer and you're a little bit more flexible, you could cross your legs in the seat. But maybe just for now, let's start in this position. And we're going to do the checking in, the breathing, the centering, and coming into our gesture. So here today, I want you to take your thumbs and you're going to bring your ring fingers down towards the palms of the hand like this, and then your thumbs on top, actively pressing those ring fingers down. This is called the Sun Mudra. And the Sun Mudra obviously is a connection with the sun or solar power and our solar plexus. So this class that we're doing today is connected to the solar plexus and the energy center here of the third chakra, third energy center. So go ahead and close the eyes if that's comfortable. Actively pressing the thumbs into the ring fingers and down into the palm of the hand, the other fingers out. And as you close the eyes and start to focus inward, consider the energy of the sun, that huge solar disk in the sky, raining down its fiery energy across the planet. And within us, in the area of our own solar plexus, this fiery energy. Fire represents transformation. So as we kick up some of the heat and the energy in the solar plexus, we're going to be working with that energy today. As you're noticing your breath, start to exhale slowly, drawing the belly in towards the spine and pulling the belly towards the back of the chair. And then on the inhale, release the belly. And on the exhale, slowly pull the belly back towards the seat of the chair. And again. So continue with the breath. Every exhale, working the stomach muscles in. At the end of the squeeze, just kind of hold the belly. And release it, and you'll notice that when you inhale, it will automatically expand. You won't even have to do anything. But focus on those slow exhales. Pulling in the energy of the fiery sun. The color of this energy center is yellow. So as you're doing this breath, you might start to visualize, if that works for you, a yellow ball of light in the area of the solar plexus or stomach. And with every breath, feel as though you're stoking that inner fire. You might notice that you're starting to feel slightly warmer. This fire energy in the third energy center has a very dynamic way of showing up in the physical body. If the heat gets to be too much, then you don't squeeze the belly as much. Continuing with the breathing. Considering the yellow color of the solar plexus, chakra. Focusing on those really deep exhales, pulling the belly in. And holding the Sun Mudra. So why is it important to connect to this energy center for our 6th step? Continue breathing as I read that 6th step to you. We are entirely ready to have God remove all of our defects of character. We are entirely ready to have God remove all of those defects of character. So that fire is going to help us transform and change those character defects. So as you release the gesture of the hands, go ahead and bring them to your heart center in that Anjali Mudra, connecting to your higher power. The affirmation for the 3rd chakra is I can or I do. So I'm going to change it slightly today to I will. It's a little bit more forceful, and that's the energy of this willful 3rd chakra center. So I will. On the inhale, let's reach up. I will to your higher power. And on the exhale, change. Bring your arms down. Inhale, reaching up, I will. And exhale, change. Continuing to inhale, reach up. And maybe you have to reach up for willingness. Exhale, change. We're entirely ready for our higher power to remove these character defects. We're ready. We've done some spiritual work. Breathing up, I will. We're breathing up for willingness. Change. Let's do a couple more. These movements are also called making the sun. So as we're moving through the arm movements, we're also doing a little sun salutation. Salute to the sun. And again, bringing in some heat and some solar energy. Take an exhale. Releasing your arms for a moment, letting them dangle at the sides, maybe shake them out a little bit. And then resting them on your lap to feel some of the heat in your body. Maybe closing your eyes again, noticing that inner fire, that inner heat that's starting to come up. It's starting to really gain some energy. So the more deep breathing and connecting to the solar plexus that you do, the better. And for those of you that are really having a hard time connecting, maybe you just place your hands on your stomach and do some breathing. In fact, we'll all do that at this point and just start to slowly massage our stomach. Now there's a way to do this that works with our digestive center. So you take your hands towards the right side of your stomach, you go up to the left side, and then you go down. So to the right, circle up, and to the left, and circle down. So it may not feel like much, but again, it is a way to connect to the solar plexus, to the energy of the 3rd chakra, and also for us to really connect deeply to the heat aspect. You'll feel your hands getting warm. You'll feel your belly getting warm. And so sometimes this is the most simplest and easiest way to connect to this energy center and to our will and our willingness. And so when you're ready, maybe you can just stop and place your hands on your lap again, feeling that energy. As we continue some of the sun salutations or the making of the sun, that moving meditation, we're reaching up to our higher power because we're willing to have that higher power help us to remove these character defects. So taking a breath, let's reach our arms out and up to that higher power. And exhale, bring in the willingness of that higher power so that we can align our will to the will of that higher power. So we're inhaling up and we're exhaling down and in, aligning our will to the will of our higher power. Continue this movement a little bit more. Eyes can be opened or closed. Couple more movements, making the sun. And then the last one, bringing in that willingness to align our will with the will of our higher power. Go ahead and move yourself a little bit away from the back of the seat so the feet are still flat and we're sitting up. We're going to do some movements here for the stomach. So take a deep breath and gently twist to one side, bringing your arm across. The other arm can come to the back of the chair if you can reach, or just to the seat. Twisting your belly. Make sure that you're lengthening your spine. That creates space for us to do this twisting. And then the gaze is over the shoulder, just looking back. I want you to continue to breathe deeply, and on the exhales, squeezing the belly in. That's really important. We need as much solar activation as we can get, as much energy of fire and transformation. Those character defects go deep. So if we really want to humbly come into this step and work to align, to change these character defects, then we have to create and stir up a lot of energy here. Some of you might notice there's not a lot of energy there, or the energy there is out of whack. There's too much energy, but it's too much of your own will. And maybe that's what kept you from step one to begin with, your own will. So out of whack, out of alignment. So let's release that side. I always tell my students, too much fire devastates everything. So you want a little fire, but not too much. So if you're a really fiery person, this is really something for you to consider. How do we tame that fire a little bit, right? Keep grounding yourself into the earth. Let's do our twist to the other side, taking your arm across, the other arm around behind you if you can reach it, or the seat. Turning your head, let's do those deep belly breaths, squeezing the belly in at the end of the exhale. Now, those of you that are too fiery, maybe don't focus so much on the big squeeze. You got enough energy there already. And that is a thing. And then releasing this side nice and slow. Taking a deep breath. We're going to twist again to the other side. So whatever side you're twisting to, what I'd like you to do is take the opposite leg and bring it up and across so that we're pulling this thigh closer to our stomach. As you take the twist, you might feel a little bit deeper of a connection there in the solar plexus. Maybe not, but give it a try. Look over the shoulder. Continue breathing deeply, squeezing the belly in at the end of the exhale, unless you're tapering off of that fire energy. Go ahead and release this side and take that foot to the earth. We're going to do the other side. So that other leg's going to cross over. You're going to twist in, pull it in. Don't let it flop out. Pull it in because you want to create pressure of the thigh against your stomach as much as you can. And then turning, twisting, breathing. And when you're ready, release again. Coming back, foot gets planted on the earth. Take another couple of breaths and just focus inward. Feel some fire. So the next thing we're going to do is a little half upward boat. So you can turn sideways on your chair as long as it doesn't have arms, or just come forward so that you're not towards the back. You want to have a little room behind you if at all possible. So once you're to the side, we're going to raise one leg up. Keep it as straight as you can. You can hold under the leg, you could stay here, or you can come up like this and lean slightly back until you feel some of the muscles in the belly engage. Try to stay and breathe. If at any time you need to hold the leg or bend it more, you can do that. Just try to find a place where you're comfortable. You're not going to fall back, but you're feeling engagement in the belly and some fire. And then go ahead and lower the leg and sitting up for a moment, and you'll feel some of that tightness, that heat. You'll notice that we stop a lot. We kick up a little heat, but then we stop. Again, we want to stoke the fire, but we don't want it to be overpowering. We don't want our will overpowering the will of our higher power. We want to find a way to meet that higher power. For those of you that are still struggling with, just getting involved in any way, this is a good chakra to connect with. It's going to give you a big bunch of energy. So there's lots of ways to work this energy center. So we're going to do the other leg. Bring it up. Straighten it or hold it. Lean back a little. Maybe release the arms. Go ahead and breathe. You might notice my legs shaking a little bit. So that means there's some charge, there's some energy, right? Try to breathe through that. And then go ahead and lower that back down. Those holds might have been a little long for some of you, so do the best that you can. Come forward again, feet flat on the earth. Take a couple more breaths. If you're able to really tune in, you're going to feel this energy. Like I feel like taking this off, I'm getting a lot of heat. So the next thing we're going to do is called a little abdominal massage. It's different than the one we did before where we were doing this, which you could just come back to if you wanted to. Some people don't enjoy this next yoga pose. You actually make two fists and you want to push them in under your rib cage into the solar plexus and gently lean forward, keeping the fists pushed in. As you're there, go ahead and breathe. And then when you're ready to release that, go ahead and just notice how you're feeling. Is there a lot of fire? Or is there just enough to spark the change? If you're ready to sit back, go ahead and come into your comfortable seat. Again, those of you that want to cross the legs or even just bring one leg up could at this time. Everybody's different. As we go into a little final relaxation, just have your hands either palms up or down. Might feel more comfortable down. Slide the palms up to your thighs so that your elbows can go to the back of the seat and your heart center, your chest can open. This is going to help you breathe a little deeper on your own. And then close your eyes and come back to the awareness of your body. Notice your body. Notice the rise and fall of your belly. Notice the energy charge or heat. Now, how you're feeling that in your body. Is it the warming energy? Is it a tingling energy? Just how are you experiencing that charge? Relax your shoulders down and back. Relax the muscles in your mouth and your jaw. I was once told by a yoga teacher that we hold our will in our jaw. So notice if you clench your jaw a lot. Are you trying to willfully do something? Again, because we're aligning with the will of our higher power, relax that jawline. Relax the eyes. Let the eyes roll up or roll back. Maybe even let yourself smile, releasing tension in your face. Feel free to push pause or hang out here as long as you need to. You can stop exploring your body and just rest, or you can keep kind of walking through all the points in your body to check in. It's up to you. going to slowly start to wiggle your fingers and toes when you're ready. Maybe take a big full body stretch, waking up, coming back. The final relaxation's always beautiful. And when you're ready, just feet flat on the earth again, hands at the heart, bowing your head as we connect to step 6 one more time. We are entirely ready to have God remove all of these defects of character. On the inhale, reach up one more time. I will. And exhale, change. Change the character defects. I'm willing to change those character defects. 3 times. Inhale up. And last one. Inhaling the willingness. And exhale. Change to change to change. Hands come back in. Thank yourself for showing up today for this fiery step 6 practice. The light and the dark in me bows and honors that light and dark within you. Thank you.